What is up, everyone? It is the Mad King Paradox S here, bringing you the very first chapter in Naruto Gaiden, the 7th Hokage manga. Or, as its full name, and this is the only time I'm ever going to say its full name because I really don't feel like it. Naruto Gaiden, the 7th Hokage and the Scarlet Spring Month Naruto spin-off, the 7th Hokage and the Scarlet Spring Month Naruto Gaiden. Yeah, I'm never going to say all that again. But this is what we were waiting for. It's a spin-off in between the original Naruto series and the one that's going to be following it soon after. So this is just a quick look at what happens in between regarding the children. You know, Boruto, Sarada, Shikadai, and all of them. So we pretty much start off with all of them in class, kind of like how at the beginning of the series was, and they were talking about, oh, the graduation exam is, I think they said tomorrow. I'm trying to just flip through all this for a quick guide. Of course, there's Ina Shikacho's new group. Sarada's being emo, just like her dad. Then we get this nice little scene with Sarada and Shosho, I believe her name is. Yeah, it's pretty much her saying she wants to. Her dad wants to train, but she doesn't want to. What was her name? He just said Chow, Shao Shao, however you fucking pronounce that. Yeah, but they just get this little scene back and forth between her sassy ass and fucking Sarada. I actually like the fact that they say she has sass. You don't hear that too often nowadays, so it's a nice little touch. But, yeah, so I was like, you should go train with your dad, and she's like, no, this is boring, I want to go get something to eat, just like her old man. But, I'm just gonna call her Chow Chow, just because it's simple. She was like, you're Sarada from the Uchiha, it's probably no joke for you. And then she says this little line after Choji appears, like out of nowhere, looking middle-aged as shit. Sarada goes, you get time with your dad. Because, as we all know, Sasuke is not in the village. He's off doing his own thing. In the darkness. As he so implies. And then, of course, a little banter between Chow Chow and her dad. Then we get Boruto and Naruto having like a little thing where he's chasing after Boruto, there's clones going about. So it's pretty much just showing how Boruto was just like Naruto back in the beginning of the series. Here we have Sarada running into Boruto, him hiding behind a sign. He's a fucking ninja. And he's hiding hiding in the middle of one of those, like, signs you see out in front of shops. How he didn't get noticed right away, I have no idea. Naruto comes along, asks Sarada if he sees where Boruto is. She points in the opposite direction and says, that way. Then Boruto thanks her, and then Shikamaru shows up, and he says my favorite line in this chapter. If the 7th used his sending mode, he'd find you instantly. Just that little bit of, you do know that if he just did this, you'd have no use in hiding. Then Boruto just states, yeah, I know that. If he was being serious, we wouldn't have a record in the first place. Then Shikamaru's kid, Shikadai, yeah, pretty much says some smart ass shit. Baruto tries to go off and does something, but Shikamaru gets him in the shadow binding jutsu and tells Shikadai to go get the clone of the 7th that was following him around. And then Sarada, a little bit more emotional, I don't even have anything with my dad. I never got to meet him. He was a baby when I left. They showed this little picture of Sasuke in the middle, Sakura on the left, on the right. Well, looking at on the right. And then 2 pictures of Sarada, one as a baby in the top left and one as a child in the bottom left. And it's a nice little picture, I'm not gonna lie. But that picture will come into be of importance later on. Then she notices something by looking at the picture that neither Sakura or Sasuke have glasses, while she does. Which normally doesn't mean jack shit. I mean, realistically, parents can have good eyesight their entire life, and their child need glasses. It's a pretty common thing, not really that big of a deal. But, like I said, we'll get to that in a minute. But she asks Sakura, who's pretty much playing housewife at this point, and she asks him if Sasuke had glasses. She was like, no, he wasn't in the village very much, so I guess he didn't have any. And you just see this inner monologue of, I believe she says it, where she's like, you're married to him and you guess? But yeah, she was like, he wasn't in the village for very long, so I don't really know. Then she says, are you really his wife? And then we get this little outburst from Sakura, where she's just like, you're acting strange today, what the hell's going on with you? And then Sarada is just like, your relationship with Dad is what's strange. And then she yells out Sarada and punches the ground and cracks the entire area, showing that she still has that little bit of a temper. Then this little scene where, I'm just trying to wait for it to load so I can get everything correctly, where she's apologizing to Sarada for having an outburst like that. And you see Sarada tear up, which I guess kind of makes sense, since I'm guessing they're trying to show that emotional turmoil that is kind of like somewhat opposite of Sasuke, where he was always pissed off and angry, whereas Sarada, she's pissed off as well, but to the point where it brings her to tears. I guess that's the point they're trying to get across there, because you just see her with tears on the side of her face while she's apologizing for an outburst. And then Sakura states that she's certain he'll be back soon enough. And then the house that they lived in collapses because she broke the ground underneath of it. And the look on her face. You just see the house crack in half and just fall. So I was just like, huh? Showing she's just as useful as she was in the original series. She just has this look of complete shock, eyes wide open, no pupil whatsoever. And she's just like, the lone faint. Sakura, you're still a dumbass. Oh man. And of course she gets taken to the hospital. They say they take care of her and say she's always fainting often. No surprise. And this says that there wasn't anything of great value. What exactly was it? That there are things of great value to them in there. But she just goes back in. The place is in ruins. and the only thing she gives a damn about is the picture that she was looking at originally. She finds the picture, pulls it out, and then realizes that the picture, like I said, that had Sasuke in the middle, Sakura on the one side, and pictures of Sarada on the other. She pulls out the picture and finds out that the picture that had Sasuke in the middle was actually a completely different one. And it has, what were their names? Oh, man. Oh, I'm hating myself so bad right now, I can't remember their names. The water guy and the one woman that was always lusting after him from Team Hawk. Oh, what were their names? Jump cut. Soigetsu and cutting. I am a fucking idiot. Which brings up the question, where's Jugo? Because I noticed that when I first looked at the chapter, I was just like, Soigetsu, Sasuke, cutting, of course, Karin blushing all to hell, with the glasses! But where's Jugo? I don't know. And this, I think they're doing this because of what people have been saying since the last chapter of the original Naruto, where Sarada looks dead up like Karin. The hair, the glasses, facial structure. Looks far more like her than Sakura. And of course, now that she's seeing this picture, she's getting pretty pissed off. She doesn't know what to think, apparently. And then you see at the final page, after she sees the picture, notices her resemblance to Karin, that you see on the side panel older Sasuke, who looks pretty old now, and it just says Sasuke returns. And that's the end of the chapter. So, yeah. They're kind of, like I said, they're setting it up to, because a lot of people were saying that she looked like Karin. I think that's why they're doing it this way. So, now the question beckons, is she really Sakura's child? Is she really Sasuke's? I mean, not Sasuke's, but is she Karin's child? And if she is Karin's child, why is Sakura saying that she's her mother? And on top of that, why the hell does Sakura have the full-on picture with Soigetsu and Karin with Sasuke behind the pictures of her and Sarada? We all know that Sakura has some sort of an unhealthy relationship thing with Sasuke. So is it like, did Karin die and Sakura take control of being Sarada's mother? Or is it that Sarada's off with, not off with Sasuke, but is she off somewhere and she's going to be gone for a really long time, and so Sakura said that she'd take care of her? But at the same time, she says that she's Sasuke's wife. So I don't really know what's going on there. We need answers. We need answers on this one. But yeah, that's the chapter, and that's really all I have left to say about it. Sasuke looking more like Madara. I mean, he still looks like Madara. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yes, but now we got this little thing going on with Karin. I mean, not Karin. Damn it. With Sarada. So I'm waiting to know how this plays out, because this has got me interested. So that's all there is for me. I will see you all next time I do something, and this is the Mad King Paradox S signing off.